You may have heard that Black Panther is one of the best MCU movies yet. Some are saying it's the best superhero movie of all time. Some are even going further and saying it's the best movie, period. I can't imagine why they would say that unless they've only seen like 4 or 5 movies ever. I'm gonna tell you what I thought. I want to start by saying I liked Black Panther. I didn't love it. I think it's in the same boat as Wonder Woman. So if you thought that that was an amazing movie, you're probably going to think Black Panther is too. I don't know if there's a correlation there or not. However, the story in Black Panther is superior. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of pieces in play, and they all work. I'm going to butcher names here. It's not because I'm trying to be insulting or hurtful. I'm ignorant and stupid. Not to keep comparing it to Wonder Woman, but I have to say one last thing. Where Wonder Woman was by far the highlight of the film for me, I thought Chadwick Boseman's character, T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, was like the least interesting. I guess I could compare it to The Dark Knight too. That was all about the spectacle, the villains, the story, but not so much the individual actor who played him. And Chadwick's kind of the same way. He's very likable. He's good. He's kind of like a Captain America though. Very pure soul, good instincts, nice character, but really nothing too interesting or exciting to listen to. Michael B. Jordan, however, as Killmonger is far more of a treat to watch, and he's a treat to look at too. My God, everybody in this film is beautiful, men and the women. I was questioning my sexuality multiple times during some of the fights between these two guys. The women would always bring me back though. My God, those women. I wish Killmonger got even more time. He kind of comes in around the halfway mark, and then they start to flesh this story out and bring it full circle. The movie reminded me of a lot of different films. It was like Lion King meets The Hobbit meets a little bit of the Star Wars prequels, and that's not a compliment, but there's all these kind of like elements going in, and I'll get into that a bit further, but we have our main character, Black Panther. Their whole society is built on top of vibranium, a rare substance on Earth that no one else knows about. It's able to power their electronics, power their weapons. It's really rare, really valuable, and if the outside world got their hands on it, there would be war insanely quickly, or at least that's the belief by the people in-house, inside this protective, invisible environment. So T'Challa, for all intents and purposes, seems to be up to the task to rule this nation that they have. The only problem is there's a lot of intrigue, a lot of background pieces that you don't know about his father that come into play. And this makes him question parts of his life, things that he's done, justifications that need to be made going forward, and this all comes to a head at the end of the film. We're introduced to a lot of people here besides just our king, his father, his mother, and then his sister who runs all the operations down below in this little laboratory, making new suits, making new tech for the community. As previously stated, all these other characters overshadow the lead. I wanted to see more bow staff fighting, I wanted to see more of the tech being made. I didn't care so much about Black Panther's fighting because a lot of it is just kind of hit, and then his suit, which is super powerful, can bounce everything backwards like times 10. So he can just kind of stand there, let people beat him up, and then it just blows them backwards with a shockwave. It's really uninteresting to watch in that aspect. And unfortunately, the same can be said for a lot of the action in general, which felt like it was shot by 4 different directors, one for each action scene. You have moments in the middle that are far more practical and look a lot better, easily the best moments in the film for me. And then at the end, it's just a fucking disaster with CG going on, and nothing looks remotely real. And I just thought, like, did they finish this even? This looks bad. This looks really bad. And that's where the Star Wars prequel stuff comes in for me. There are 3 moments I can think of where I thought, oh God, this is giving me horrible flashbacks. One is there's this kind of Jedi council, a little round robin scenario of the different factions within this community, the leaders. One of them's got the stupid big lip circle thing. I don't think he talks, because how could he? He reminded me of the pink guy with the long head in the prequel films that didn't really do much of anything either. There's a fight with the train, and every so often the train goes by, so the characters have to just stand there and wait for it to go by, and they're kind of like getting pumped up and talking. It's like, all right, this is the Darth Maul fight. They're just waiting for this to go by. You know, the doors open and they get a little bit further. And that scene really, that was a bad scene. Not the Darth Maul one, that was awesome. The one here was just, the choreography was miserable. It felt like the voice over stuff with the CG was kind of like thrown in last minute. and it was missing just a level of music or something to really get you pumped up. We also have the Martin Freeman connection from the other Marvel movies. He's the CIA guy. He's in this. He gets a little story. Andy Serkis is here as a villain. He's fantastic. He doesn't get a ton of time, but the time he has is great. I saw a lot of people praising Killmonger as the villain. I agree. Michael B. Jordan is terrific here. My boy Creed, he's knocking it out of the park again. Not a pun intended, but I'll take it. And I want to see more of that guy. So in summary, we have a really good story, which is the most important thing. We have compelling characters. We have sketchy CG. We have an overlong runtime. I'd say shave 20 minutes off. You have a better picture here. It's definitely worth a watch, though. It's about how I thought it was going to be based on the trailers, and definitely was overhyped to all hell and back, as is the case nowadays. You either love a movie or you're racist or sexist or something else. You just can't, there's just no middle ground anymore. That's the world we live in. You're either a Democrat or Republican. You're either religious or you're going to hell. Everything is black or white. And it's sad. It's sad that that's where we're at. The good news is director Ryan Coogler is only 31 years old or something like that. He's directed Creed, which was awesome, and now he's directed this. So he's 2 for 2 in my book. And I know he's done a couple more movies, but these are the ones I've seen. So he has a long way to go. Hopefully he keeps impressing and he doesn't turn out like M. Night Shyamalan. Although M. Night's maybe coming back around. We have some hope. Split was good. He's got Glass coming. We'll see. I'm rambling. Talk to you later.